you always wanna go in with that, like, "I wanna do my best." So we do a 3, 2, 1 pills, and we are off.
And we see a lot of double opportunities for Adelito. Is going to get that horizontal there. That's going to be very helpful for him. Doesn't have a lot of yellow access here on top of the board. Is going to work his way right down to that though. Meanwhile, on Betty's side, we see that she is thinking about a horizontal. Uh, wow, gets a drop horizontal there and still has a little bit of garbage, but is really minimizing it. However, she's going to need quite a bit of blue and red to keep this board going. So we'll see kind of when and how that is going to come up for her.
Mhm. I One of the things I'm very excited for with this match is that both of these players are very well known for big combos and taking a lot of things off the board all at once. So, I just have my eye out for any of those things that might happen.
We see Adelito getting his final setups ready. Now he's just three reds away from finishing this board out. Uh, there's two of them, and here comes the third. He will be out first at a 114. Betty not going to be too far behind, but definitely. Oh, this double yellow coming at a perfect
That's
time for her as she
perfect.
had the setup come through. Going to be out at a 123. That's still sub 1.5, and that's where you want to be coming out of level six. Or I'm sorry, that's out of level six. We're talking sub sixes, and they're coming out of level eight. Oh my gosh! Reminder: this is
Exactly.
round two, so that you don't forget, like I just did, folks. This is round two, so we are playing levels 8 through 11.
Adelito, not really any access to red on the top of his board. Um, he will get some now, um, but there is kind of that kind of big gap in the middle of his board. So we'll see how that works for him.
Yeah, it looks pretty similar on Betty's board, actually. She's gonna get this nice horizontal here and build a combo out of it. But overall, not a lot of access to yellow, and the center of her board has been a bit of a sticking point so far, but it's not causing too much trouble as she is well on her way down this board. Gonna get a really nice horizontal there, and would really love to see some double reds for her.
Yeah, a double red blitz would be great. Oh, there's only one. Come on, game. Adelito down to 2. Looks like he's gonna try to take this yellow horizontally, and then the red.
Yeah, but look at this. Betty's gonna be out at the same time, 303 for both players
Both
out of level
players.
9. So, we definitely have a match here, and good setups to start off with for Adelito. Betty can pick up some horizontals as well because that's what Betty do. And yeah, she has the potential to really tear this board up, but the pills are going to have to come in the right way. Let's see what her plans are. Uh, they're working out pretty well for her so far. Adelito looking at a lot of yellow and going to get most of it right there. So
Mhm.
never mind. False alarm.
I could see he was setting things up, and I was like, "Okay, he knows what he's doing. He'll prove us all wrong in the end."
Yeah.
Um, Betty just looking for that yellow, there it goes. There's still that kind of line of blue. She can take out that big fat log.
We're still looking about a 6 virus deficit for Betty. The plays are going pretty well. She had to get quite a bit of garbage out of the way, has done so. So now it is kind of off to the races. Adelito just needs that one yellow, though. He is going to be out at a 433 and into his level 11, the final level of this block. Betty not going to be too far behind.
I like what Betty did with that. She used all parts of that pill to their best advantage. She's out at a 446.
About a 15-second difference as they enter this level 11. And really, that's not terrible. It's not something that's insurmountable. Of course, we don't talk about many things being insurmountable these days, but right now, Adelita holding on to about an 8 virus lead, and Betty gonna need this pill right here that's gonna take care of the setups that she has already been building up. But Adelito again now with an 11 virus lead, so just really moving fast.
Yeah, and you know, that really is just what Adelito does. He just moves fast. He moves fast. He's got the quickness, to use kind of what we've deemed as like kind of our OGs. He's got the quickness, the down press of Packy with the cerebral play of Dimwit, and it's scary.
Yeah, anytime you're discussing those two in combination, fear is usually the proper response.
Yeah.
As Adelito now just needs 3 blues. Gonna get one, gonna get two, gonna get three. Out at a 618, and you see his timer turn red because
Oh,
he knows what his hot times are, and that wasn't one of them. However, that is our number 6 hot time all time, and
oh
it is only
goodness.
18 seconds behind Adelito. It's his second best in this level block. Betty should finish this out at a 639,
That's
and I mean,
great.
those are level 6 to
That's a
9 times.
yeah, I'd like that time for round 1. Give me
She'll
that
be
time for
tied
round 1.
she'll be tied with Adelito for 35th on our hot times list, but I mean, why not, right? And that is just shy, 4 seconds shy of her PB in this bracket. So, or in this level block. So, both players really putting a good show on there.
Mhm.
All right. So, let's see when both players are going to be ready. He's saying take two, just faster. All right. We've got readies from both players. So, you know what that means.
Gonna get our countdown.
In three, two, one, and
Pill.
pills. Double pill to start. Ooh, double yellow blitz. Technically, yes, because it ended with that double blue. Got to imagine at the end of the sequence we'll have a couple of extra double yellows as well for Adelito. Um, if we had trouble, if we were able to count higher than four, I'm fairly certain we would be able to, start keeping up with things like that and go, oh yeah, this is pill number 256. Therefore, it's going to be a double blue. But Adelito has no plans to still be an eight on his 256 pill, I imagine.
True. That also felt like a musician joke that you can't count past 4.
Well, I mean, there is the song, but that's a whole nother thing. All
It
right.
is
So,
very close to tied. It is 11 to 10 right now, very early on in the 2nd game.
yeah, Betty struggling a little bit just due to lack of blues, but I like this setup for her here. This is going to be one of those massive combos. As soon as she gets just the pill she wants, that's going to take out most everything. But Adelito already out at a 121. Betty going to be able to match that almost. Is going to continue getting blues and out at a 127. So 6 second difference there as they enter level 9.
Betty with a really flat top line, so needing to take a lot of things horizontally to start. But she is signaling that she potentially, maybe she doesn't anymore, but potentially wants to take those blues out horizontally. I think she still does.
Oh yeah, that's definitely still what's in the books for Betty. But this is her second double red blitz, and she's getting kind of tired of it. But there we go. There's the big drop. She does have that one bit of blue garbage. It's not going to be blue garbage for long, though, as the next yellow red or yellow blue that she gets, she's going to be able to tuck under. There it goes. And everything clearing up for her. Meanwhile, Adelito staring down a bunch of yellows and pretty much in the same boat, just gets that combo. And you can see that he was doing the exact same thing that Betty was. Shout out to the exact same. And yeah, he continues to hold now an 11 virus lead over Betty, who gets a fat log. Not loving the amount of blue left on Betty's board. I will say that, especially
Yeah.
considering that to get to this red, okay, she is going to take it as a horizontal. That the
Okay, I
alternative
like that
was
better.
really not pleasant.
Yeah,
Adelito added a 308 though.
yeah, and the fact that Betty has all of that on the one side of her board, it's all on the left side of her board is also something, eh.
Love these
This combo
plans
is really
though.
great for her, though, and all she needs is a couple blues and she'll be out.
So about a 29-second difference there, entering level 10. So if ever there were a time for Betty to turn up the jets, this is it. Nothing she doesn't already know. Uh, she is facing down the barrel here. I'm thinking she was thinking swim to flip that double yellow vertically. Didn't end up getting it. It's possible that she had no intention of actually doing that, but we will just have to see. Meanwhile, Adelito already practically out of this level 10. His end game is looking very clean, especially with this. Is going to get the blues and then be able to build his bridge up to the reds. There's one. There is number two, and out at a 435. He wants a sub six. I know this,
Oh, yeah,
but I'm not sure this is going to be the seed for it. We'll just have to wait and see.
yeah, it's some of that is luck. You just have to be lucky. You have to get the good RNG, it has to be your day, all of that. So, we'll see if he's
Genius
able to
drop
do that.
combo from Betty there. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but Betty
No, that's
was
fine.
had just dropped a massive combo and it everything just came out beautifully. So yep, this is going to be a big combo as well. But yeah, at this point, Adelito is looking to have a fairly quick run of it. We'll see where this level 11 takes him. Good, smart play there.
Betty's out at a
And Betty,
538, avoids being swept, or I'm sorry, avoids being lapped.
yeah, meanwhile, Adelito down to 8 viruses. Again, not looking like it's going to be a sub six, but man, oh man, he is not terribly far from it. And with a 608, wasn't that the time he got in the last in the last game?
Mhm.
Anyway, Adelito moves on to our semifinals tomorrow. No, it was a 618 the last time. So that is now the number 3 hot time, where Adelito will be tied with Frank on that one. So GG's to both players. This was a heck of a match. And we've still got 3 more to go. So we're going to step aside and come back here in just a moment with another match here on the DRMC.